Here I am again. My words of wisdom today are get naked and get blind. Everything will go better if you do that. Get naked. If you think of every little weakness that you have as a piece of clothing that you put on, and you're walking around all bundled up because you now have 8 sweatshirts, 2 jackets, 6 pairs of pants, a pair of shorts, 2 pairs of shoes with boots over them, a scarf over your face, that's not a reference to masks, although it should be, okay? But everything that you all these bad habits, and you know what they are, whether it's eating too much ice cream or picking your nose or showing up to work 1 minute before the bell rings or being lazy, that's a decision. Strip all those things off. Don't try to do them at all at once because it's not going to work for you. Okay, well, maybe you can. I've never found out a way. All right? Sometimes you have to light your own clothes on fire. You have to it has to become so dangerous to you to have all this stuff on that's on fire that you pull it off. That's kind of like COVID. Just get naked. Throw it on the ground. Get it off. Once you're stripped down to who you are, that's what I mean by naked, okay? Then you're going to discover that there's an awful lot you can do. You've always been as great. You've always been as great as your mom told you were, even though she wasn't pushing you to be great. All right? So do that. Now, what do I mean by blind? A lot of the things that we see are merely reflections of ourselves. Okay? When you don't like something, take a real good look at it with your eyes closed. Take a look at that situation. Take a look at what you don't like. Okay? When I think of the government suppression that comes along with COVID, which is wrong target, wrong solution, and I'm going to continue to say that, all right? You need to look at it with your spiritual eyes, not these eyes. These eyes are limited to seeing what you want to see. These eyes are limited to seeing. It's kind of like when you read a book and you go through, I like what he says, and you underline it. I like what he says, and you underline it. Those are the things that you already agree with, okay? And if there's something that's constantly bothering you, figure out what part of that you already agree with, and maybe you ought to think about disagreeing with it, all right? You gotta see things as a spiritual being, not so much with your eyes. Because your eyes only give back the message that it gives to your brain is merely what you already think. And if you're surrounded by people who are weak, that's what you already think. If you don't like the fact that all of your employees are 7s and you wanted 10s, think about your hiring practice. Think about your training practice. Are you creating robots? Are you encouraging people to think? And that's hard to do. Look with your eyes closed. Get naked and look with your eyes closed. Try it. Try it today. Pick one little tiny thing and try it today. If you need any help, give me a call, 916-691-9192, and find out why people say, call Tom. And when are you going to call me? You know you need help, and I'm offering it to you for free. Makes sense to me.